So guys, I'm going to be playing a short clip from TVC Nigerian Entertainment crew. They spoke briefly about my book. They did a book review for me, so I would like you to listen, watch, and learn and enjoy. Thank you.
Yes, so well, today we'll be talking about wholesome meals for kids.
Can I take a look at that?
Yeah, so and this book is from Chef Olanike. She used to be one of our chefs.
Okay.
You know, in the earlier on some of our earlier episodes.
Talking about one of the chefs that was just extremely consistent, always bringing us nice, healthy meals. Now she's decided to put everything into a cookbook. That is a dream for
kids.
A lot of chefs, and also a must-have for a lot of parents, because sometimes you're just confused. You have no idea what to put together for these children, especially in today's economy where stuff is
quite expensive.
Exactly. So you need to plan. And with a book like this, she just made it extra easy for you to plan.
Yeah. Talking about planning, it's a mobile food timetable, right? Because in the kitchen, which of course was one of the things that Elsie enforced.
Oh,
yeah,
Elsie.
Yes, Elsie. She enforced that we had a food timetable for them.
Interesting.
Right. Oh. So what?
So they know what to look forward to.
Yeah. So they know what to look forward to. Right.
Interesting.
I ensure that I incorporate all the classes of food into their
meals,
diets, into their diets.
Yeah.
So from oats. I think today they're having pancakes and oats for breakfast.
Oh, nice.
Right, yeah.
Oh boy.
I know I try to be very intentional.
Intentional, mama.
Yes. And then they had smoothies yesterday. So another challenge with a lot of parents also go through is incorporating fruits.
Yeah, true. Because a lot of kids are just finicky about fruits and veg. So sometimes the only way you can actually get vegetable into the food is
by blending it.
Exactly.
Right.
Now, thankfully, chefs like Chef Olanike have put together different types of healthy drinks and smoothies that children can take. But it's one thing to make them, it's another thing for those children to actually drink them.
Encourage them to drink them.
Yeah, you have
because I remember for the longest time, I didn't used to, I always didn't put vegetables on their plates. Because I'm like, they're not going to like it. So I made the excuse for them. And then I thought about it and I'm like, at some point these kids need to start taking their veggies. So I had to start encouraging them. It's still a subtle tussle with Eliana. Because she's like, no mommy, it's peppery. I'm like, it's not peppery. Do you want to grow tall?
Oh wow, yes. Interesting.
Do you want to keep looking beautiful?
Yes.
Remember
that one we work for Eliana.
Yes. So remember that beauty is not on the outside; it's from the inside, and it is from what you eat. So I would always say that to them to encourage them to eat their veggies.
Help me replace the word encourage with threaten. For me, I like to threaten them. Okay, so one of my daughters she loves salads and smoothies.
Oh, really?
Yes, she's very posh like that. She likes all this garlic bread, like
naan bread.
No, she would turn ordinary bread and she would put garlic inside the air fry it, mash it with butter, and say that's what she's having for breakfast. Everybody be looking at her like, what is up with you? But it's encouraging that she's trying new things. Thankfully, they're exposed to different cooking shows and online chefs with YouTube, and there are a lot of YouTube kids shows that have plans just like this book for kids. So encourage your kids to explore. Have a book like this, show it to them, see what interests them. You never know.
True.
You probably just never actually tried to find out, and then they might ask you, okay mommy, what is this, can we try this?
And there's something really interesting about children, that they don't like it now does not mean they won't like it
later
ever. Because and it's as soon as even months or even weeks. You can offer, say, a particular type of meal to a child today. The child goes yuck, and then in 3 weeks' time, the child is all this is delicious, and you're like
okay. Yeah. So that was my story with fufu. Fufu is now a staple in my kitchen.
Why? Are you serious?
Because It was so weird. My mom used to chatter fufu and bring it over when she used to stay with us, and sort of encourage them to like it. And it wasn't happening. It was like, what's this fufu? And then I just started hearing requests for fufu. Like, Mommy, is there fufu? Where's there fufu? I'm like, is it that you're missing grandma? You know? But now, just making sure it's available, right, is the issue. So making sure that options are available,
and then you'll be surprised.
Is what you need to do.
Different ways of making something also encourages children. Like the fufu thing now. Some children cannot stand fufu you buy from outside, but when you do homemade fufu, oh Lord, they are all over it.
So for
like
example, I have an aunt who makes pap from the scratch, right? Nice. So I just send her some money. She goes, buys the corn, because even while the kids were babies, we used to make what's it called? This brown millets,
yes,
right, for them. So I'd rather make, so she would always make them for me, and then they make it, right. So the book has, I mean, there's
I'm
so many interesting
here,
options
like
on the book.
plantain, and so I thought for the longest time until I started showing you guys now that it was plantain and egusi.
No, it's plantain and eggs.
I didn't realize it's plantain and eggs, but I guess there's a bit of curry in it, yes. So maybe that's what made it look like egusi. And then of course there's the
cereal, cornflakes, and
fruits.
So it's a serving suggestion.
It's actually a good suggestion. But then you also need to, in Nigeria now, parents want to feed their children well, but they are trying to feed them on a budget.
Yeah, very true.
Because blueberries are expensive.
So when I saw the berry, I was like, okay.
Well, there are different types of fruit you could add to cereal. You could add sliced banana, for instance.
Yeah.
That works, So sliced banana.
I don't like banana.
You don't like banana?
Oh, well, it's not for me anyway.
Most kids like banana.
Yeah.
Most kids like bananas. So adding banana to your meals
or
is apples.
Or apple. They say an apple a day keeps the doctor away. So apples.
Being confused about what to feed. There are actually options here.
Yeah.
Sandwich as lunch.
Sandwich as lunch if you're available.
Yam. Potatoes, plantain, fried rice, jollof rice, beans porridge, beans, children. Okay.
It's funny because they take beans. It's on their timetable twice in a week.
Yeah.
Mondays and Fridays.
That's
and they take it with
as lunch or dinner.
As dinner.
Yeah.
And they take it with pap.
Beans used to be a staple for dinner for some families for the longest time. Yes. I recall, so we had 2 fires in our house. And the first fire, going to a family friend's place, and they were legit having beans twice a week.
Okay.
And I remember thinking to myself, wow.
Why?
What a nonsense.
Wow, you didn't like it?
Because I wasn't fond of beans. In fact, I didn't like beans until maybe 2013 for a reason.
Okay.
I could not stand beans, so anytime we are having beans in the house, I'm like...
So it really depends on how it's made, and this is the reason why you need books like this.
No matter how you make beans, for some of us, we just can't stand it until you get to a certain age when you now.
So everybody needs to know that Mary does not like beans. She just doesn't like beans.
I like beans so good now, but not when I was younger.
You could add sweet.
I didn't like beans growing up. But now, to be honest, I can really do without it. Because even when they have it, except if I'm having it with rice. But beans, I don't remember the last time I had beans alone as a meal. Right.
Can I check this out?
Sure. And I definitely have to have it with something. Maybe definitely pap.
All right.
And then I'd rather have my so on Saturdays, our staple every Saturday morning is akara.
Oh, interesting.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Akara. It's a staple in my house.
When I was growing up, that was it for us.
Every Saturday. We don't miss it.
That's
we don't miss it. And then
though.
sometimes moi.
Yes. Saturday morning.
Saturday
so
morning.
So do you do your blending outside or you blend at home?
I blend at home.
We blend at home now.
That's not to walk or Saturday morning where I want to sleep.
And so there are options there. There's bean powder now.
Okay.
So the bean powder is not as bad.
Yes,
it's not actually.
I want that authentic taste,
beans
that original taste from the beans. So usually never go for those.
There's some bean flour that are actually quite close, super close in fact. So you could consider them.
I'll definitely try that. I'll try beans
them.
powder. I'll try that. But all in all, Wholesome Meals for Children. This is more than 40 healthy meal ideas by Chef Olanike shouldn't care.
Yeah.
It's actually really resourceful, and it's going to be a blessing to a lot of homes.
I'm sure you find one that works for you. Just, the thing with children
and that works with your budget too.
Yes, keep trying, trying, and you can actually achieve a lot within your budget. You just need to keep trying. You find what works for you. At some point, it will be very expensive. That's usually the challenge, but just keep trying and be praying that you are blessed with children that are okay with bread and akara.
You know, there's actually a full timetable right here. Full-on timetable.
Wow.
So I mean, this also helps
get ideas from there.
to plan ahead and work towards ensuring that because even sometimes I would also ask the kids if they don't eat at home, like, how many of your classmates actually bring different kinds of food
today? Your weekend.
Don't you know you should be grateful?
She threatens them, but in a different way.
You have to it's your food.
You have to.
The threat is necessary.
Sometimes, not all the time.
All right,
but
then at this point, we would love to hear from you. Use the hashtag